Okay, I'm going to create my second report, and it's very similar to the first report, but you may have forgotten the steps, so I'm going to go ahead and go through the way the book does it. I'm going to click on my Create tab and go to Report Design, and I'm going to open up my property sheet, just as I did in the first one. I'm going to go into Record Source, and for this one I'm going to use the Business and Analyst Client query. Business and Analyst Clients. Okay, and I can close that. I'm going to turn my Group and Sort on if it's not already on. And I'm going to create a group. The group I'm going to create is going to be Business Analyst Number. And my sort I'm going to create is Client Number. Okay, and then I can again toggle that off. And see what that did. That created the areas up here at the top. Now, the next thing we need to do, actually probably a good idea right now, is what I'm going to do is actually save my report and give it a name. And this one is called Discount Report. And hit OK. And just like we did with the other ones, I need to open up my field list, and I need to lay this item out. First thing is I'm going to add Business Analyst Number in this region up here. Again, you may want to drop this down a little bit to have some room to work. And what they have us do actually for this is kind of interesting. What they have, I'm going to actually cut the label and come up here and paste it up above. Have this laid out in this manner. Now, instead of saying BA number, I'm going to actually change that so it says Analyst Number in 2 lines by hitting Enter after Analyst. I may need to widen this a little bit and maybe clean it up just a smidgen while I do it. Okay. Next thing I need to do is I'm on page 385. I need to add a variety of fields over here on the left. So I'm going to close my properties and open my fields. And I'm going to lay them out just how figure 661 is. First name, last name. Don't worry about them if they're not good, because we're going to certainly manipulate these in a minute. First name, last name, client number, client name. And amount paid and current due. See if we get that error message again. Yep, we did, but that's okay. And current due. Okay, so we have those laid out like figure 661, but we're going to break tradition here and do a couple things. One by one, what we need to do is cut first name, and we're going to put it up here in the top. We're going to do that for all of these. And if you know keyboard shortcuts, this is a good time to use them. I'm going to use Control X to cut and Control V to paste. Again, you probably do this a lot faster without listening to me talk about it, but anyway, just want to show you how this is laid out. Again, you may want to widen your page to about 8. That's my target width, but that's just my own personal preference. Same thing we did before is, while I have this part done, I'm going to click after first and make these double 2-line, last name. Come back and get the other one here in a minute. Amount paid and current due. And this between client name and last name, that should actually say client number. And we certainly need to widen that a little bit. Okay, and the more you play around with this, you may learn a couple tricks along the way about highlighting and moving multiple items at multiple times. Again, the more you do something, the better you get at it. Now on figure 662, I have first name and last name, the respective areas brought down. I'm just going to pull these up into here. And then client number, client name, amount paid, and current due be set up this way. Now make sure again the labels, for the most part, correspond to the region that is going to be above or below. This goes, and again you may get that error message up there. I'm going to get this error message that probably my page is too wide. I'm going to ignore that for now and I'll come back and clean it up here in a little bit. So I should have this set up like page 662 right now, which I'm not too upset about. I think it looks pretty good. Let's stop there and move on to the next one.